This is Chris Farcher, and I'm really excited that we finally are here. We are at the traffic stage in this series. So we're going to start learning how to get traffic, and we get to start on one of my favorite subjects, which is on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and keyword research. Okay, so I'm going to make 3 videos. The first one will be only about keyword research, and then I'll go on to the next 2. SEO, by the way, means search engine optimization. So don't let the scientific words scare you. It's really not that hard. Uh, our goal is to get on the first page of Google and to strategically pick out positions. Okay, so now I know a lot of people try to say, well, I want to go for make money online. Well, there's a few things here. One, make money online is pretty much impossible to get to because there's probably millions of people trying to get there. And personally, I think it's the worst place to be for those things like work at home, jobs, and all that type of stuff, because people that type in those are usually in that stage where they don't know anything yet. They have no idea. They're just clicking around and researching, and I feel like they're very bad prospects in most cases. They're going to be looking around. Then they go to this next stage where they actually start going to people's websites. They're reading things. And then what ends up happening is they find a company that they kind of like. Then they start doing a research on that specific company. That's where I like to be. I like to be at the end of the process so that they've already went through all the junk. They find the company they like. They're looking, they're researching, and they find us. That's what we want, because at that point they're ready to join, they're ready to buy. They just need a little bit more advice or a little bit of a push, and that's where we want to be. So I'm going to be talking to you about keyword research and really knowing your competitors. That's so important, because if you can't beat out the competitors, no point wasting your time. We don't want to waste our time. We want to go after things that we can definitely win. Okay, we need to be number one here. So remember, everything with online marketing starts with keyword research. The best part here too is it's free traffic. Okay, so why are we doing this? This is how we get leads. How are we going to do it? We're going to use blogs, articles, and videos. I'll go over this, how to do this stuff, but just know that this is why and how we're going to do it. And after this video, I highly recommend taking action. Okay, don't wait till the next email, and take some action. Go use some of the tools and the stuff that I'm going to show you, and make a list of 5 to 10 words. Write down some ones that you think. When you're driving around later on, you'll start thinking, oh, that's a good keyword. Come home and look it up and see if it is. Alright, so we're going to go over some things like the Google Keyword Tool, showing you the number of pages on Google. I'm going to show you a little trick with this code called START equals 900. And then I'm going to even actually take it a step further, because people always ask me, well, Chris, I know you're showing us, but what do you use for keyword research? I use a program called Market Samurai. It is a free version for, I think, 12 or 14 days, something like that, and then you have to pay for it. So, I mean, you can take advantage of the 12 days and not pay for it if you want, but I just want to show you a little bit of it, because I do think it's beyond anything, any of the free tools that you're going to use. So let's get right into it now. Let's go to Google. Write this down, too. This is a very good website that you can use, which is called MLM Rankings. Okay, so go to MLM Rankings, just click on it. So it's MLMRankings.com. This is going to tell you the growth of different companies. So you can see here, it's going to give you tons of different names to pick from. So this Zoe V right here is 234% growth rate. And this is the last 6 months. Like family. So let's look at one of these. I never even checked it out. This may be a winner, it may be a loser. It doesn't matter. Let's grab on this one here, Family IQ. We're going to go to Google. I'll go back here. We're going to go to Google. We're going to type in Family IQ. Okay, so they are saying that there is only 4,600 results. That's not many results. For just a quick demonstration purpose, I'm going to type in something. Let's type in Empower Network, okay? So Empower Network has 27,500,000 results. Well, what you can do is you can go to the top of the URL box way up here, find the last time they've said your keyword, Empower Network. Okay, you see this little and sign? I want you to erase everything after that. Then type in the word START equal 900. Okay, press enter. And what that is going to do is this actually gives you the real results, because a lot of stuff is spam and Google tries to basically up its results, but really really there's only 830 pages of results here, or 830 results here. Actually, it would be, what is there? There's 10 on a page, so there's basically, we're looking at 83 pages, and that's, what is that? Jesus, I can't do the math now that I'm on the spot. 83,000. So it's 83,000 rather than 27 million. Okay, so this gives you a little bit better of a feel. So we may be able to rank for a word like this. But let's go back to Family IQ, because this is the one we were looking up. Let's go to Google Keyword Tool. Okay, so just type in Keyword Tool. Click on Google Keyword Tool there. Now, the way that I properly do basically checking on a keyword is this. I always change it from the broad to the exact. You know, you're going to get way better results from broad, and you may even get more traffic than you expect, but it's always better to undershoot and then be happy when you're getting more traffic than to overshoot and be disappointed. Okay, so let's look up the word Family IQ, and Family IQ gets 260 search results a month. So what this tells me is this, is if you were the #1 result on Google, you possibly could get 260 leads every month. That's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good if you get 260 leads. You probably won't get all of them. And personally, I like to shoot for around 800 to 5,000. Okay, so this is a little low for me. Let's look at that other thing that we that other company we were looking at, Empower Network. Let's just look at theirs real quick. If you were on the first page from Power Network, you're looking at 22,200. So that's a lot. You know, there's a lot more competition. Or I mean, there's a lot more leads. Excuse me, starting to mumble over my words. There's a lot more leads, but we don't really know what the competition is going to look like. Okay, so don't ever go by this. This means for paid people. This is paid advertising. Really, with free tools, the only thing that I do is that, just as I showed you. So that's about as far as your research can go. This is telling you that you have a lot of leads, and then you can kind of look at the page searches to see. Now, where I take it up a notch, and this is why I recommend Market Samurai, because Market Samurai is going to tell you if the competition actually is hard or not. So there's an update. Let's run a new project here. And we are going to type in the word. It was Family IQ, and I'm just going to hit create. And I'm going to go over this later on too, a little bit more in detail, but let's just keep it basic here. On the left here, go to SEO competition. On the right, you're going to click generate results. Okay, now guys, I hope you got a pen and a piece of paper, because if you do choose to use Market Samurai, which I do highly recommend, there's not much to this. Okay, it's very basic. Now I want you to write this. I want you to write BLP, and then below it I want you to write green, yellow, red. Green means easy, yellow means medium, red means hard. Okay, so let's look at this. Here we are, BLP. How many green are there? There's actually a good amount of green, which means we could definitely take over a spot in the green. Yellow means we could still probably beat them out, but it's going to be a little bit tougher. Red is pretty hard to beat them out. So the only thing I really want you guys to look at, I mean, some of this stuff matters a little bit, but it really comes down to this, BLP, which means backlinks, okay? So if it's green, you can take this keyword over. If you see a lot of green over here, too, all the way on the right, starting from title to header, if it's green, that means you can definitely get in there, because I'm going to show you guys how to make yours all the way red. Okay, so I know this stuff may seem confusing, yeah, right? I mean, you're looking at something, you're like, what is this stuff? It's just so advanced, but I'm trying to keep it simple for you. Just look at the word BLP. If you see a lot of green, then that means this is a perfect keyword, because you could probably take the first page of Google for it. And the same thing too, you got to compare it. If you got a lot of green here and a lot of green here, well, then you definitely want to go for this keyword. So Family IQ, let's go back now that we've seen this. It's pretty easy to rank for. Family IQ again was getting us 260 leads. So that means it's probably worth it to make a blog post about this. You know, a blog post takes what, 20 minutes to write a little article about this company, or maybe make a little video. And the competition is so easy that you could be on the first page in 2 weeks, getting 260 leads a month. Okay, so this is how you do keyword research. Hopefully you see the power in this. This is called sniping positions for Google. So if you pick low competition, and higher results, you can get more leads. So this is really step one of the training. I'm going to go into on-page and off-page SEO so that you can blow your competition out of the water, and you can basically take over spots on Google all day long. But hopefully this will help you. This is Chris Archer, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.